Hello everyone, and welcome to another new episode of Kickstarter in the current year. Today's episode, we're going back to the formula after a couple of special edition episodes, where we're just going to be looking at a single project that is just not very good, and talking about why it's not very good. Now that said, I am going to be bringing up a couple of things that sort of describe Kickstarter as a whole, because this project is still a symptom of something greater, but we'll get to that, as today's project we'll be looking at is called Love Potion, a visual novel. There's no sound on this video, by the way. It's another one of those where there's just no sound, and to be fair, they offer plenty of other kinds of distractions for you, not to name any, like I'm talking about boobs. It's the boobs. Now you may be saying, Walter, come on, this is just a porn game, isn't it? You're talking about a porn game now. Nah, this is where you're wrong, because Love Potion is an engaging visual novel that takes players on a heartfelt journey through the complexities of love and self-discovery. So, egg on your face, buddy. The project is asking for $22,500. I'm not sure what it's for, and we'll get to that as well, because they sure as hell don't need that amount of money to make the game, because the game has already been made, but we'll get to it when we get to it. Let's first take a look at the story. The story section reads as follows. Alex, parentheses, protagonist. A kind-hearted, introspective man who embarks on a quest for love, but soon realizes that authenticity and trust are key to meaningful relationships. Meet these beauties as well as the other secret women that you might be receiving attention from when Alex decides to use of the love potion. I mean, it's certainly intriguing. He's an introspective man who understands that trust and authenticity are very important, but he also apparently uses some kind of love potion, which sounds like roofing a chick, but I don't know. But you know what? That's fine. There's at least plenty of girls to choose from. You got Sarah, Kate, Claire, Sasha, Jessica, and Lena. You know, that's more than 5 different girls. Is it more than 5? Yes, it is. Yes, it indeed is. Love Potion is a visual novel that explores the intricacies of love, trust, and personal growth, inviting players to make choices that lead to different endings and outcomes. As the narrative unfolds, players will witness Alex's initial struggles and doubts about finding true love, his exhilarating encounters with various women under the potion's influence, and the overwhelming challenges he faces when the potion's effects become too much to handle. So he absolutely roofies a bunch of chicks and then apparently feels bad about it. What a game. Here's the part that gets a little bit more interesting. If you check risks and challenges, they say that we are already in development of the game and will be releasing the game on all platforms November 14th, 2023. There is no risk that we will slip our estimated delivery date due to the current production load and polish needed to complete this game by this date. Kickstarter fund will be used to create awareness campaigns and add additional content to the game post-launch. Not advertisement campaigns, awareness campaigns. I guess they're pulling a Daddy Dada. This is actually going to be an educational game, and it's going to be spreading awareness about sexual assault or something. It has to be. It says they're going to make awareness campaigns and additional content to the game post-launch. In other words, this game is basically already made, and the only reason this project exists is as advertisement. They're actually straight up saying here that they would only use the funds, which is a very specific, weird number, 22,500, and quite a high number for what this game and this project is. They need that for advertising, because the reality is that this entire project itself is just an advertisement. This happens quite a lot with video game projects, and sometimes small little doodads that people sell on here, or like they're selling stickers, or they're selling pins, but mostly with video games where the project really only exists either as a platform to just another platform to sell their products on, because I guess you're not getting enough attention on eBay or Etsy, or in order to advertise your game on another platform. Obviously, I don't know how effective it is, but at the same time, it takes like zero effort to make a Kickstarter project like this. Ask for an amount of money that you're realistically never going to reach, because it's $22,500 for this. The highest reward tier is $25, and then the reward tiers are like, you either get like an image gallery for $1, you get the game itself for $10, which is probably going to be about the retail price, maybe a little bit higher, a little bit lower, not much of a difference. Or and 3, you get $25 and you become a backer in the credits. Yeah, they're not reaching that amount, and they're not pining to reach for that amount. You know how I know that? Well, let's take a quick gander at the profile of Neil here, aka Entropy Digital, in the description. Let's check out his profile, because it says they've created 8 projects. Wow, that's a lot of projects. I wonder how much success they've had so far on Kickstarter with 8 projects. Let's just go through all of them from the oldest to the newest. The oldest one is actually really old. It's from 2010. It's Arms Race online game, and it didn't succeed. That's fine. In 2012, they made Urban Dead PC Survival / Horror. Horror. There's a horror coral. That didn't succeed. In 2014, they made Superbike TT for Oculus Rift. Again, that didn't succeed. Starting with 2022, the projects became a little bit more frequent, though. In September 2022, they made The Curse of Black Bone. You're noticing a shift here, perhaps, and that didn't succeed. But then in December, they made Touchdown Girls, which also didn't succeed, sadly. Then they made Dragonstone, a visual novel, in 2023, May. Didn't succeed. In October, they made Office Affairs. That didn't succeed. And now they're doing Love Potion, which is not going to succeed. Have you noticed the pattern here? There is no intention for these projects to succeed. This is just a place for people to stumble upon this project and be like, yeah, I like tits, I guess I'll check this out on Steam. And I mean, I like tits, so I'll check it out on Steam. So I looked up Entropy Digital Games on Steam, and they have a couple. They have 9 games on here, including the ones that, we saw on the Kickstarter page. They have Curse of Black Bone here, they have Touchdown Girls, they don't have Dragonstone, but instead they do have Sex Stone. I don't know how that's different from the original concept. There's not a lot of reviews on this, but if you check the other games' reviews, they aren't exactly excellent. Let's just take a quick look at Touchdown Girls. Mostly negative reviews, from 40 of them. And they're quite scathing. What? Easily the worst AVN I've played, which is a shame because the girls' IMO are incredibly well drawn. They're not drawn, by the way. They're 3D renders, but you see a lot of people talking about how the dialogue is terrible, the gameplay is terrible. If someone is criticizing the gameplay in one of your visual novels, something has really gone wrong. There's some comments on the dialogue like, "Oh, you've put it in my ass, and I've already finished it." But for the sake of fairness and balance, here's a positive review by Gern Blanston. "The story is pretty shallow and lacking. The artwork and renders are very good. Arguably the best body renders. Love the grass!" Seems like their most successful game is Escort Simulator, which seems like, in my expert opinion, seems like an homage to the games of the production company Illusion. But they're still getting some negative reviews from people that they sent early access review copies to. Apparently they're just very buggy and difficult to get on with or off with. And it's really a sign of something when your target audience are exclusively extremely horny people and they still manage to give you negative reviews. Like, wow, there's something very wrong here, or either that or the post-nut clarity just hits different sometimes. I think that's going to be doing it for this episode. Like I said, this is just a trend you will see on Kickstarter at this point. It was kind of happening before, but it's getting worse, I feel like, because it's so much easier to actually pump these projects out. You can even AI generate them if you want. We saw a couple of projects like this in the AI episode where they clearly only exist as advertisements for shitty games that are going to be made either way. They're not really expecting to get their funding goal. It's all just, it's borderline a scam, but I guess not really. They're not actually promising anything in particular. If the goal was somehow reached, they're just making awareness campaign, and fuck it, the Kickstarter page itself, it might as well be the awareness campaign. Awareness of boobs. I'll see you guys next time. Be sure to leave a comment and like and subscribe. It really helps out. I am kind of hoping to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. That's sort of my goal right now. If I hit that goal by the end of the year, on top of doing the Pisces reading that I promised, I guess I'll do a full playthrough of Love Potion. So, you guys do what you do. We got a bunch of different sauces here to choose from. Just from the live projects, we got Billy's Child's small batch hot sauces with that are somehow both baseball themed and also there's like a bald anime man on them. We got Food Kong's hot sauce as well. That's something we have. I didn't edit that. That was